Whoa, ass ahoy.
Devour.
Okay, my microphone's working. That's it. Hey, Siri Sam. Not Siri. I said your name and my phone picked it up. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. And hey there, kitty. What are you doing? Hi there, kitty. My cat is here, and I actually zoomed in on myself. But I hope everyone's doing well today. Is that Luna? That is Luna down there. Thank you for the smooch. But yeah, so we're gonna be playing more Asylum today. I'm actually really looking forward to this. Now, don't scratch me, cat. You doing? You're being a bad cat. It's Luna is being bad today. Luna, what are you doing, kitty? But I hope everyone's doing well today. I was a little bit late. I started like a minute or too late. Something came up right beforehand, and I had something I had to like try to deal with and talk about. But I hope everyone's doing well. So sorry about the stream last night, everyone. I was supposed to do a sponsorship stream, and it went really bad, in all honesty. It was not counting, the bot wasn't working for the sponsorship, and it was like the last day I was doing it, and what happened was I pretty much I ended up ending the sponsorship, and I lost out on $70 from that, and that hurt a lot because yeah. I should have did it a little bit earlier, but like, it is what it is at this point. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get another one here, and it was just like the bot was not working for the promotion for it at all. It was not counting how me streaming it at all, and it's like, you know, I was playing the game, and it's like, yeah, and plus I just wasn't feeling like it, like streaming that night, and it just went pretty bad, and it does suck. But yeah, we're gonna be playing Asylum today on a more positive note, and I'm gonna pull it up here. One sec. But we are gonna be doing a Steam Next Fest thing as well, just so you guys do know. I do have that planned. I got tons of games downloaded for it. Just trying to find Asylum real quick. I downloaded so many demos, and it's like the all right above it. Let's go to the main screen. There we go. All right. So what are our objectives here? Enter his cell, enter Bedrer's cell, drain septic cake. So I have the key ring, got glass side, I got a valve. So Maybe we need to go open up one of the cells or something. Hope everyone's having a good night tonight. It's that guy. Which I guess was a good thing. I forgot that guy was there. I might have to go ask and see what cell he was in. How you doing, Great Lakes? How you doing, Serious Sam? How you doing, Gunjack?
Hi again, Lenny.
Hi.
Hey, Lenny, look. I have Bruno's keys.
Oh, he will be mad if he finds out.
Yes, I know. I'll be careful. Let's see what secrets this institute has in store for us. I've learned that Bertrand, a former patient of the institute like you and me, is here, and I'm gonna pay him a visit.
I hope he's all right.
I hope so too, Lenny. We both need answers. Is there anything else you can tell me about this?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Look at this crayon.
Oh, yes. Is that from the game room? We used to draw so much.
Nice talking to you, Lenny.
okay. We might need to ask him. I am a gamer guy. What's up?
Dr. Miller?
What is it this time?
Just one moment of your time. You mentioned that Bertrand is back in the Institute?
Yes, the same cell as before.
Same cell as before.
There's one more.
Please, enough chatter. I have...
Sorry, where was Bertrand's cell?
As I told you, I don't know the exact cell number, only it's the same one where he used to be.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for your time, Dr. Miller.
I'm gonna be tripping on your streams, lol. So we need to figure out what cell he was originally in now. That's just the bathroom. Wouldn't be in the museum, probably. Okay. Anything else that would actually open this up? Okay. Huge hole in the roof didn't precisely convey a sense of security. Yep. Let's go downstairs here. I don't think there's anything upstairs we could do. Nope, not yet. Maybe there's a locked door somewhere? There was. I would have to look at it and see. I think there's one here that was locked. How you doing? I can't use the key here. Maybe she knows something up here.
Sorry to bother you again, Julia. Turns out this patient Bertrand is back at the Institute, and he might be relevant to my research.
That's interesting. What are you planning to do?
I would like to pay him a visit, but I'm not quite sure where his cell is.
Well, no patients are on the upper floors that I know of. The whole female wing remains closed for renovations, so your only option is the male low-risk wing on this floor.
All right, thank you. There might be a patient called Bertrand who used to be at the Institute back in its heyday.
There's Leonard, who seems to have been here forever, but I wasn't aware of any Bertrand.
Still, this is
Your all
quite
night
exciting.
vibe coming from this game.
If you say so.
Okay.
That's all for now. I'll be back.
Hey, Luna. Oh, there it is. Oh, looks like the crayon. I've done you, Bertram. There was nothing interesting on the stand. What? What happened? What? With a clear sense of purpose, this Richard has seen something in the major importance. At 12 a.m. Clearly seen something linked to my visions, and he was man who knows man has followed the key from the music box. wonder if he's back. I wonder if he's back down here. Can I put back his keys? I really need these keys. I really, really do. I read this before, yeah. Hope everyone's doing well today. He took the music box, I think, whenever he left. Okay, so, I think our thing is to go upstairs now. Your reaction if I'm able to play it too soon again. Hey Baxter, how you doing? Oh, did I go too far? Lenny's out here, man. They could have had Pat. Okay, new wing. Will Hodgson. William Hodgson is a robust man. I need robust on the soundboard.
Devour.
Is a robust man with rugged facial features. Half of his face is covered in severe burn scars. He fell victim, and there's a cat on right here, to intense fire as a child, and the result of being neglected by his parents. Ever since that event, Hodgson has experienced acute panic attacks whenever the subject of fire surfaces in any given conversation. And an invaluable occurrence that has resulted in psychological non-epileptic seizures and uncontrollable crying, such as reactions are stark contrasts to his imposing looks. Yet Hodgson has unfortunately become a slave to his irrational fear. However, this patient can be equally pacific and mellow, routinely obeying orders and staying out of trouble. A specialist has determined his condition is reserved. While he shows promise, he is slow and exhibits difficulty reasoning and learning far more than his peers. Hodgson is lucky to have a formidable voice and commands a sense of respect, which has pulled high risks of patients who would otherwise have taken advantage of him. Leonard Hodgson's, it's like a broken bone, it looks like. Number of patients exhibit injuries of varying severities of unknown origin. It's recommended if that continues to be more a sense a round of rehabilitation sessions to avoid a worsening condition as usual. We will continue with the sessions sorted by cell number. Cell 10-1A patient is well known special no special is patient is well no special care is needed. Excuse me. Bertrand Loesch and William Hodgson presented a marked deterioration in their condition. Loesch is growling and increasingly growing. Okay. Viva, I'm feeling free in the wind. Hello there. Ragnarok72, how you doing? Sorry about that. I lost my train of like reading here. is growing increasingly tense, and Nurse Marinan noticed a number of bruises in his body. New episodes in which he falls into a sort of catatonic state. Unable to respond to situation, Hodgson is seemingly more on edge than usual. Presented serious burns on his chest that no one could explain. We recommend strict supervision. Cell 10-5A. We detected another fracture in Leonard's ankle. None of the staff can explain how this happened. They are aware of his osteogenesis, and extreme care was already enforced. 2 sessions each day are recommended. Noon report. Cellmates have had some kind of quarrel over a music box that Loesch enjoyed, but Hodgson's nervous and described by Marinan in the struggle. Hodgson retrieved by springing for the device and immediately swallowed it. The patient was immediately taken to the operating room, but surgeons deemed it was too dangerous to perform an excision in his current state. High blood pressure must be managed before administering anesthesia. Evening report. Hodgson died of a heart attack during his session. Nothing could have been done to lower his pressure before passing away. The specialist reported a heart rate so high that the chest was visibly throbbing violently. The deceased has been taken to the morgue. It seems like we gotta go to the morgue. Crawford has developed chronic emphysema. Traces of ashes and dirt has been found across his body. Recommended increased supervision of his daily wanderings. The patient insists to sleep with the lights on, which bothers Leonard. That was the patient who swallowed the key and wound up in my vision. It sounds like we gotta go to the morgue now. More reading, chat. Exhausted and disappointed by the last session, I decided to take a walk outside of the yard to clear my mind. It was a sunny afternoon, more peaceful than usual, with patients aimlessly wandering on the grass, all of them lost in their own absent-minded business. A soothing ambulance, a bit eerie, which helped calm my nerves. One of the patients seemingly enjoyed the blissful yet rare moment was Leonard, who was more talkative than usual with his peers. Clearly influenced by the same kind of haunting aura I felt in the air. There's something about him that makes me even more irate about the regressions of my group. Leonard was so close to being discharged from the institute. As I approached him in hopes of having a more open conversation than our therapy session usually offered, a striking detail that I missed earlier, thanks to the dollar lights of the therapy room, stopped me in my tracks. There was a noticeable rash across his ankles, running from his right foot to the bottom of his bottom of his groin. Leonard seemed to have repeatedly scratched himself, quite recently too, judged by the shiniest red spots sparkled across his skin. Puzzled about this, I mentioned it to the patient. Mentioned my patient's give my patient attention, but noticed yet another curious aspect of his appearance. His groin was overly dirty, although the fact by itself was irritatingly usual by now. However, it wasn't just dirt, it was some sort of splotches of organic matter, as if Leonard had rubbed himself against a moldy wall. My intentions guess was that he was simply laid down in the grassy grounds of the yard to get some rest, but there was something about the texture of the stains that was intrigued me. They had a certain glitter nature to them, like a trail of a slug would leave, and the color wasn't quite green as in resentment of grass, but a shade similar to turquoise. I took Leonard to the office and I asked him a few questions in private. The organic stuff that obtained from Leonard's groin was proven to be more bewildering than I imagined. It's some sort of fungoid organ as suspected, yet it seems extremely rare. While this is far from my area of expertise, there's no question the sample is quite unique. Its properties indicate that it can only thrive in warm and humid environments, which is unlike the conditions in our region. We are blessed with dry weather throughout the year. However, that means mold, fungus is some sort of a deep undergrowth that, and somehow Leonard has gotten close to it. I left cotton swab impregnated in the stuff next to one of the lab rats. Evidence dictates that the presence of this material caused a visible rash on Leonard's body, so it was mere small quantities should produce the mark changed in a mark changed in a little critter. Something happened to the rat. I can't quite put it on my finger what that is, but the rat is behaving differently. No visual physical altercations of a note, but something's not the same. Could it be carnologic? A number of mold species produce toxin that can cause various health problems, the worst of which can ultimately include liver and lung cancer, as well as invasive diseases. I'm sorry for all the reading, chat. Especially in small children, the elderly, and people at risk of weak immune system. The most toxic mold known to the date throughout the black mold, or Zaytri cartulidum, which could cause rare respiratory problems, especially if you have asthma or allergies. It may be linked to lung cancer, but none of this applies to our case. Moreover, some poison mushrooms are known to cause organ failure, but that has been proven to be invasive into this context. There are death caps and rather romantically named destroying angels in the realm of plants. There are course of atropica bulimia, but basically poison. It does not stimulate the magnet growth, while some species of mushrooms contain naturally produce carcinogens. These exist only in a minute amounts and cannot directly cause cancer, and yet there was a peer-reviewed records of unusual, you know how to say that word, Orchitical unilis, which is pathogenic fungus, although it only attacks insects. If it's acidic indeed and did something to the rat, but no, that's impossible. There are no records of such thing anywhere in the world. If what I suspect is true, the carcinogen has been taken effect akin to a hallucinogenic drug, and if Leonard came close to it, maybe the rest. Oh my god. Make people's brains melt with the ears. If I had to read this, yeah. I suck at reading, but like, this is getting intriguing. That door's locked. Something about this place said it shivered down my spine. There was a hint of dread in the air. Thanks to part of the freakish mechanical apparatus. Hydronic acid. I nearly turned it to the self and decided to keep it around. Oh, I guess we're keeping acid around. Never liked syringes. Never. But it was in good shape. It could have been very useful. So I took it with me. That microscope is ready, and I do have a slide with me. And should work. Sedative. Oh, more reading chat, but it looks a bit. Breakthrough in experimental surgery, widely acknowledged that Dr. Hanwell was the architect of many novel medical procedures that champion technology advocates for treating his patients. Noteworthy example of this development was a new automated machine that could extract brain tissue samples quickly without incisions, according to the studies conducted by Hanwell Mental Institute. Many patients suffer serious mental illnesses, SMI, that are caused by brain tumors and must be treated with surgery. With a large and unexpected caseload of SMI patients, Dr. Hanwell felt it was need to divest a system in the facility for the tumor detection process more efficiently than other and previous methods. In Dr. Hanwell's time, most widely used process for obtaining samples of brain tissue technically required a great deal of time and required 3 or 4 surgeons per patient to perform the craniology to extract the tissue. Precious time that was also needed to seal the largest incision in the cranium. To expedite this process, Dr. Hanwell devised the stereotic transcriptional brain biopsy equipment. Wondrous machine. Keep up extracting brain tissue sample throughout the eye socket. Thus avoiding the need for cranium altogether. A doctor could simply input the tumor, the subject's location, so it could complete the complex stereoptical procedure through the simple extraction of needle attached to the Brothic arc. This queer invention led to a controversy. The same scientists and surgeons believe that using such a machine could increase the possibility of brain hemorrhage. As its accuracy is questionable, Dr. Hanwell dismissed these opinions as uninformed, stating that the targeted machine mechanism of the machine was based on the most detailed brain atlas of the time. That the Starby was manufactured by the most trusted and reliable professionals. Hopefully you don't have to do anything with eyes. Several nurses prefer to remain anonymous, have filed further complaints with the of the radius abuse patients and authorities of the Hanwell Mental Institute. This has led to a tense atmosphere of quelling and accusations among employees inside once respectable institute. Law official says the situation spent yesterday as a mental hospital. While no evidence of wrongdoing was found, they've proven details during a press conference about the rapidly decaying state of the building and expressed concerns about the safety of the patients. Injuries exhibited by alleged mistreatment of patients could not be attributed to the particular source. Wounds range from severe bruises to cuts with violent fractures to the worst case, searing burn marks. Family members of the patients and employees demand more severe intervention by the state authorities. Dr. Hanwell, discussion these grave allegations with the media, borderline on offensive, did not respond to any inquiries, tarnishing the image beyond repair. Oh wow. I'm gonna pour the rest of this over here before we go over. Looks familiar. I think we circle back around. I did circle around there. We're on the 3rd floor. Whoops. Door doesn't seem to be locked. Firmly locked. Lincoln wheelchair. Okay. Let's go to the morgue. We are here. Okay, morgue will be up here. This wasn't the number I was looking for. Okay. Let's start at the top. Well, these are too high, so. I already searched that one. Managed to hook the bow. Oh god. What are we doing? Oh, we gotta cut open the body. Ah! What are we doing? No! I can't watch this. No. 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 Oh God. Oh. Oh God. Oh, there's the key. Oh, what? Have you dropped it in the drain? No. Ah, dude, the maybe on edge, the key falling into the drain. Ugh. Well, we do have we might have to go down and drain into the drain and drain it. Oh God. I can't believe that. Okay. Balcony, greenhouse, hydra. So we need to go to balcony, the greenhouse, balcony. Okay. Dr. Ann. Okay. We're here. Gallery, corridor, laundry, courtyard. Probably need to go down. First floor. Shower cell. I say let's go up and look at the map up there. Morgue, laboratory. Operating. Oh, right there is where, that's where we need to go. One place. It's hydrotherapy, so we would go down there. And hold on. Hallway. We are here. We go down. Okay. Last door in this room. Okay. Now we need to find the greenhouse. Which may be on the roof. I think we're advancing pretty well. I didn't have to look up a guide yet, but oh, that body thing. Oh, oh, I can't go up there. Maybe we missed it downstairs. Courtyard. Would it be out in the courtyard? Hmm. Oh. Kitchen, courtyard, cafeteria, library. You're here. Hold on, I'm gonna go see where this last one's at. Okay, so oh, hold on. We're not there yet. Okay. All right. So we went everywhere besides like downstairs, so it's our next option to go. Maybe the key went downstairs somewhere. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Balcony greenhouse. Okay, hold on. Okay. There's the balcony. I'm a little bit stuck. Okay, let's go upstairs. I know where the balcony's at now. We'll at least get that done. Hi, Nutcase. How you doing? I'm doing good. Rusted steel pipes hanging along the wall. to the first floor. Okay. So I am stuck. At least I think I need to go to the greenhouse, but I don't know where the greenhouse is at. Gonna save just in case. All right, hold on. Let me go look at the guide here. So we got the key from him. Oh, we need to fill up the syringe with something. Oh, the sedatives. That's what we need. Yeah. I'm having a better day. Sucks I miss out on that sponsorship though, but it is what it is at that point. 15 years. So probably in the laboratories where we need to. No, hold on. It was in one of the operating rooms. Thank you for the smooch. So one of these rooms. Syringe is now full of sedatives. I just forgetting when I'm sure so I don't mind. Yeah. They help pay the bills, metaphorically. It'd be quicker to go this way. Yeah, there's a trailer that was released 15 years ago on IGN. A lot of stuff stayed the same, though. The lady at the front, that she was there since the beginning. Carefully trespass in his realm. I'm so sorry for being locked up here.
Well, he's dead, so...
Finally, this was the music box movie my vision. It was in Bertram's cell. And this scratch is absolutely breathtaking. So much history here. All right, so sorry, I'm looking to see what to do. Because there's a greenhouse we need to go to, and I don't know where it's at. There's the key. It's in one of the bathrooms. It's like bottom floor bathroom. Okay. We go to the top floor bathroom. There's the key. We drain it and it goes down to the bottom floor bathroom. I don't think I would have guessed that, in all honesty. The guy had a previous game called Scratches. That was actually like cult classic now. A lot of people made videos on it. I'll leave the water running, why not? Oh, his previous game was like that too. I went too far. Oh, not this one. And you look for bathrooms. It might be on the second floor. I'm gonna walk all the way back. This is one from earlier. Nothing in here. I know you said not to go upstairs, lady, though, but I'm just gonna come right down here. So we get downstairs, we exit out into here. I think we're in the right hallway though. Not this hallway, it's one of these hallways. It might be on the other side of this. Not here. I am so lost. Oh, hold on. think I missed something. Okay, right here it shows that. Okay. There's the 2 double doors. Right down the stairs. Is on the other side. I am so lost. I didn't see this room, so it's like... This one right here. Apparently I... Oh, right there it is. Back in my possession. Okay, now I know what to do here. I actually know what to do for once again. I think he's one of the first ones up here. That's the screaming guy. I don't remember him being down this far. There it is. Was it drawn a strange pattern on the floor? Look, I've seen it before. The shape of a simple drawing overwhelmed me, a sense of dread and despair. "1 a.m.
Psst. Hey.
Lenny, what are you doing here?
I was cleaning the showers, and I heard something. What were you doing inside that cell?
I saw something very strange. I can't explain it yet. However, a picture is beginning to form in my head. But there's still a lot I don't understand.
Maybe I can help you.
You can? Please tell me how, Lenny. I'm growing more
Aw,
and more
man.
desperate by the minute.
I have a key. I took it a long time ago, before they released us from the Institute, around the time of the event.
A key for what?
Can I trust you?
Of course you can, Lenny. And I trust you as well.
All right. This is the key to Dr. Hawthorne's office. He knew things. There was chaos all around, and nobody saw me when I took the key and locked his office.
Dr. Hawthorne, of course. Ebis Baker mentioned him in one of her recordings. He was quite close to the head director, right?
Yes. He kept secrets inside his office. You should look inside.
Guess
Thanks,
we're going
Lenny.
to his office.
This is hugely helpful indeed.
Oh, one more thing. I was never able to enter the head director's office. None of the keys I took while cleaning worked. I think Hawthorne kept that key with him.
So Hawthorne's office may lead me to Hanwell's office? Interesting. Well, here we go.
Here's the key. And good luck.
All right, there we go. He's gone again. He's letting have access to Dr. Hawthorne office. As a foreshadow, hideous revelations inside the first drop of rain begin to fall. Like a trespass in Dr. Hawthorne's office. Seems like no one else has been here for a very long time. It's that. There's still loomed outside, hypnotic. The horrors that await me. I'm afraid my colleague Anne is elected to take an inferior direction in her career. I try to keep it open-minded while considering new ideas, but the goodwill does not extend so far as resorting to shortcuts when it comes to advancement of healing arts. As such, I can fathom the notion of integral approach contemning the impact of the emotions and behavior. Biology is definitive. Our physical body reacts to physical impulses. We can spend ages accessing the mind's response to kind words. Ultimately, it is configured in our phenotypes, the matters one can possibly identify a psychological disorder by means of a conversation. The direct stimulus of cells will always secure past success when dealing with obvious alterations to the brain. Yet, Vector insists her holistic approach, which inevitably develops a waste of time, and my cat almost fell Our society is crumbling as swift actions high babble. In the case of establishment, we're also spending valuable resources which are dwelling every day in her theories. Since she was hired at Hanwell's Mental Institute, I've got a good fortune to work with various unique details in my patients, investigating a great deal of investing a great deal of time in learning about her issues. Many of my cats tells in the way there are behavior complaints deeply rooted in their minds, with a clear solution. Miserable subjects exhibiting the basest attitude that couldn't possibly fit the world of civilized man. I find value in these dedicating efforts without real hope, patients unable to produce a singular neurotransmission that results in meaningful steam and, hey, don't bite that kitty. Not productive in society, but phony misfits who merely demand attention, the paranoid, the lonely, who's mistaken, confused, the psychopathy of modern life, assaulting senses each day with actual mental problems. Expiver is putting her hours away, and such she waits. My issue is the money involved. In the end, our existence is biological, ancient. It is a glorious expansion of the own genetic material that confines meaning into our lives, and only try to prove in a way to deal with the elements of our bodies is via the practice of standard medicine, and thus a shattered brain can only be fixed by physical means. Yeah, we got that. He was right. The key was indeed here. Wary as I was recording such notes on paper, Walter insisted that we thoroughly document these experiments for those benefits research. It is true the process of writing in the journal allows one to more efficiently collect thoughts and ideas, make sense out of them. However, I'll have to strengthen my security measures. To begin with, I've asked the janitorial staff to refrain from cleaning my office. At first, we tried straightforward questions. What did you see? What could they hear any sounds? How large is the chamber? What? It seems to have no recollection of the encounter. Yet, we followed a set of specific inquiries. What is the beginning exhibiting that chamber? Does it look like an animal? Can you describe its shape? Did it move? Nothing worked. Their minds are completely blank, as if the moment was erased from their memories. However, there's no questions that whatever happens inside that chamber provokes a severe reaction to them. The proceeds is numerology, to say the least, but effective. We tried to rope around each patient's waist and push them inside, resisting the temptation to gaze beyond the threshold with all our might. It's hard to tell from the vantage point next to the doorway what transpires in the interior, but we can't make sense of any movement. Apparently, the patients remain still, and they are paralyzed even after a few minutes. We firmly pull on the rope and haul them out. Bruises are inevitable as they hit the ground, but there are no better way of doing this. They don't react to any simulation while in that chamber. Walter then uses the device to lock that strange door. He's far more knowledgeable than me in such matters. We believe that the patient's experience is unbearable fear. Our internal guess is that they were becoming paralyzed. What was correct after all? It's like they shut down in the presence of the blasphemous form before them. The human brain remains such marvelous organ. Even their deeply damaged Even their deeply damaged minds react to protect them when they're in danger. As we drag them out of the ancient room, we can discern them an expression of absolute dread on their faces. Insane or not, humans' emotions are still the same, yet they return to their old selves shortly afterwards, as we drive them back upstairs. I now understand what we must do. Our goal is to instill fear. Their minds are clearly processing the visual information. The theory is that if we are able to reduce the conditions of the encounter, we should be able to recover details about it. Even if one patient is unable to describe it all, we could piece together a more accurate picture from multiple recollections. Our current approach is savage. We subject them to extreme situations and hope prompting a reaction. I'm not proud of blatantly beating someone like a goon, but the promise of the knowledge and purpose concealed in that chamber is too powerful of us. What the fuck is this? However, these methods aren't working. They react to pain, and they cry and they scream, and they can't do anything else. Is true fear. We're not fucking what the fuck is going on here in this asylum? They're not regulating the conditions well enough. This afternoon, I spoke to F. Schreiber about the regression she's observing in Group E, of course. I had to play the fool, but insist her babbling form of an idea in my mind. For instance, it has fibrobia, or mere thought of fire, and talking about it makes him tremble in fear. Schreiber recalled the instance during one of her therapy sessions, which a patient said something random about firefighters, and it instantly became engaged. Tears rolled down his face. Following the revelation, I took him to the boiler room. The incanted red glow of the incinerators and the shadows flickering on the walls, and the intense heat hit emitting from every corner of the room caused a wild reaction to him. I proceeded to question him about the encounter, and finally an actual detail emerged. He said it said big, but it's not enough. More stimulation is required. Further efforts have involved more extreme measures, simply as placing a gas burner in front of him provoke a state of shock not like that we have summarized the curves of the walls of the room. Poor soul, it can't grasp that an industrial incinerator is far more dangerous than a small laboratory burner, but who am I to judge his emotions? However, the state of fear wouldn't allow me to press on. He didn't respond to any of my inquiries, just kept silently staring at the flame. So I moved the burner closer to his chest. He's the one that burned him. Holy fuck. Leveraging his fears is indeed the key. We managed to obtain more information from these new sessions, from all the previous efforts. A picture beginning to form. JC, afraid of the dark. Brittle bones. Sexual act. Digression. What the fuck, man? Jesus. Abuse of patience. Explore the director's office. Play Hawthorne's Reel. The director's office is probably like maybe on the second floor or something. Visiting room, archive, meeting room. We just heard about abuse, let's dance. How you doing, Sil? Hold on. We need to go down the floor. No, it's not. We learn about the abuse that he that the other patients have suffered. What? Babel, what are you doing, buddy? Huh? What you doing, Babel? One chat. He wants some treats. I'm not gonna say no to him. You guys only get a few, okay? You can tell that's Luna. Here you go, Babel. They're yours. Whenever Luna's up here, he doesn't like eat. Devour. Devour.
Devour. Devour.
Guys like your treats? I know we haven't got donations or anything though, but you know, I just wanted to give them treats. I feel bad. They expect it every single day now. Like they'll literally sit here and wait for me to give them treats, even though if I'm not streaming or not. A.m. I found myself in the heart of the institute. The director's office was I gonna find successfully what I was seeking. Right. I'm gonna go pee real quick, chat. I'm just gonna go pee. So I'll be real quick. I got water. I got everything here. I was holding myself for a while. I really had to pee. I'm probably gonna have new goals up here because I know there's a big gap, and I want you guys to have something in. Hi, Luna. We prepared to delve deeper into the tunnel. Ellis had a few words with the security staff, playing the bad cop as usual. The warning about the patients were often ongoing hissing when I returned to their cells afterwards. As a few things went quiet, we grabbed a lantern each and shouted at the regions, and there's a kitty coming right up beside me. It's a babble, of course. The smell was nearly unbearable as we traversed down the tunnels. I could recognize the hard work of our Emote crew and carving out the tunnels, but suddenly the shape, or rather texture, of the tunnel began to change. It was still handmade. It's still man-made. Oh, no, it's all fine. Still man-made, but it was different, clearly result babbled right from my fan. About more crude tools. Rocks have developed a shiny, slippery surface, massaged by the history who knows many countless centuries, millennia. As we step forward, we notice certain patterns on the stone walls, as also objects such as pots, figures, and other fragments scattered on the ground that were covered by a layer of spongy moss. Some like a whole ecosystem has survived within the underground walls. Babel, you need to get down, buddy. There's no more treats right now, okay, buddy? The bowels of the cliff. When I grabbed one of the items on the floor, my eyes were dazzled by the craftsmanship, while any like I've seen in my life. Not even in specialized locations or museums, it felt strangely alien, with hints of human crafting, yet at the same time, it was not quite human. Are we dealing with aliens? When I showed the weird sculpture to Ellis, he seemed more excited than expected. The urge we moved forward. We resolved that the fascinating objects to the location where we could properly research them. We both agreed that the 3rd floor of the hospital, currently in Apple's up here again, disgrace, would be the most suitable spot. Needless to say, there was a mutual agreement to keep this from the rest of the staff. The continued investigation of the newfound underground tunnels are more important than the remodeling of the building. Ellis warned about the expenses as such. As we dismissed each wardrobe conditions, words weren't enough to convey the excitement. And Babel, can you get down, buddy? I know you are being a pain in the butt today. You know that, right? You're being a massive pain in the butt. What you doing, buddy? What we found in Ento is beyond our comprehension, an ultimate glorious secret right beneath us. Ellis, in fact, impetuous, and he mentioned us to go in, but I caught a glimpse of his presence, which was enough to paralyze my body and mind. For what seemed like an eternity, yet a fleeting moment must have passed. As I grabbed Ellis's arm and ordered him to stop, we cannot go in. Our rational minds won't be able to stand it. The same pages from Group E before, the key to making progress is nothing short of a miracle. Our financial woes prompted us to resort to our own patience to conduct the world rather than professional construction crew. The patients would have no idea what we found, and even spoke of to believe them. The tunnels, weird smell, strange artifact, and the idea forming in my head. I'm sure Ellis would agree. Turns out the fears are more useful than we thought. They helped us closer to interiorly. In other words, to describe them now. I have no words to describe him. The rational mind can withstand his. No rational mind can withstand his sight. After all, what do we know about reality? It was merely electric impulses traversing our neutrons. But if it alien being operates beyond the limits of our comprehension, those impulses would fry our brains unless our minds are operating correctly to begin with. Those are indeed able to visualize something we couldn't possibly possess within our minds. The fear they experience when they enter the chamber is uncomprehensible according to own testimonies, even worse than long alien isolation. In fear of their own past, yet something sticks in their damaged brains. We're unable to recover the information unless we somehow reproduce some emotional conditions as these patients had upon entering the chamber. So we've been able to recover one piece of knowledge from each of the situations, them to experience their past and fears using various methods. If we put everything together, then maybe an unexpected turn of events, all patients present to the entirely have developed an anomaly. Something physical has changed in them. As far as we can tell, they're all developing brain tumors. Why is this happening? We can only guess, but the evidence is unquestionable, is that their damaged minds can't withstand all the glorious, and there's Jack.
Oh my god! Gunjack super chatted $2.75.
It's in the glorious site.
_Luna, cookie emoji, cookie emoji.
We have no choice to investigate these. I'm going to give them some more treats, Gunjack. Do you want them to have the licky treats or you want them to have the hard treats? Too much yet. We can't alone then issues the subject of standard procedures and thus thoroughly analyze their path. It's nice licky. Yeah, it's like the treats they lick. For obvious reasons, the source of the nature of the masses cannot be disclosed. We can't just drop them on the tables either, as questionable would it be. It's a blessing that this Scrabble is working and it leaves no scar, but we can't push our luck. Schreiber is growing suspicious. We toyed around with the idea of firing her, but that might draw attention that we can't afford right now. It's the hard treat or licky treats. The cats. I also had the brilliant idea of a situation of simulating tumor growth in the same rodents already assigned to oncology. It's another fortunate coincidence that we're generating similar enough in humans soon. It sounds like we gotta go back up to the one room. So as soon as they're studied and we get the information directly, we need Alice to take note of the identification tag in the team closely. Matt, I'm hard. We established the tumor in the manifest. We still might remain his presence, certainly. Period of time still. I asked Alice to subject the brain biopsy by fleeting glimpse of these unfathomable shapes during our first time in that tunnel, just to be sure I'm safe. Something isn't right. The patients are acting differently. It's difficult to pinpoint in what manner they are. Simply do not feel the same. Last night, H was found lost in the basement, as we couldn't take him there. Also, L is known to experience an absent seizures, but today I observed him in the yard as he spent many hours staring at the ground below him. They act as if no one can be. Why no one can't be? Why would they? We must do something soon. The Schreiber is bound to notice. I'll have Alice recommended shock therapy in the case of L. We risk an uproar, but there's no option. They're possibly doing something yet. It was the case of any solution at my disposal. Confirm the tumor. First step to confirm the tumor was real. This is just the MRIs by the looks of it. Ambrose, I have hastily put this letter together as an expected turn. Events may have happened in long-awaited resolution of her work. The book he recommended is indeed. That means understanding these primal agreements. Ambrose, we unlocked its extraordinary document so precise. So what seems to be inside? I can't elaborate any further as I tried my best, but penning extra notes for prosperity. We must act quickly. There is a plan in motion. So to speak, it's from the Scoldarity treatment, and eventually overdue encounter deserves, but circumstance are acting against us. We need visual information that you humans belong are able to provide. However, as you rightfully said yourself, Providence is on our side. Ill. Okay. I'm gonna explore this room real quick, see if there's anything in here. Or I give the cast their treats here. The human mind. Anything else over here? All right, here, keys. Oh, you guys are pain in the butt. Ow, don't scratch me. Oh, and I actually have a plate here. I can actually give some to Babel, and then... Oh, kitty. Oh, one sec, chat. Luna spilt something. I'm glad none of it got in my keyboard. Come on, Luna, get down. Give me a second here, chat. They spilled my water bottle. She gets so excited, she just spills everything. I don't think none of it got in my keyboard though, which that's good. Yeah, I only see like a little tiny spot at the bottom. I don't want to have to buy another keyboard. I just bought this one. Who's great? Who's coming up here and who's getting this? Come on, Luna. Get up here. Hey, Luna. Come on. Get on the desk. One sec here. Hey, Luna. Come on. Put a little bit on the plate for Babel, so he's getting his there too. Calm down, Luna. You guys act like you don't get treats, or you don't get food. Babel, Luna is. I'm getting you some more, Luna. Hey, don't eat the package. Stop trying to eat the package, Luna. You good, Luna? Get down. You caused enough problems as it is today.
Whoa, ass ahoy.
Oh, I actually hit that. Retrieve an item in the basement. Drain the septic tank. Oh yeah, that worked. Is that what I had to do? Just like meld them? And that was it? She's melting those rats. Oh. Terrence's dinner, man. Good eating. Room tour, I see. Oh my god. Let's get on to the basement though. I know the museum had something, but I don't know what it was. I think the museum is on this floor, so I might as well check it out. while we go. So I melted that rat, but I don't know what I was supposed to do with it. I have the guide up just in case. Oh, hold on. I am dumb. Well, I am not dumb. Well, hold on. Let me go look at this real quick. Okay. Oh, I am dumb. It did burn a hole. TPT 071. I think that's in the museum. Okay. Now we take it there. Hope everyone's doing well today. So I think tomorrow we're going to be doing Steam Next Fest. And then after that we're going to do Playable Teaser, PT. That's going to be really fun. You guys want to see a lot of YouTubers doing that. They need to have a jailbroken PS4. And guess what I have? I have a jailbroken PS4. Playing it on real hardware. No remake. We're doing this shit. That looked weird. Did I do it right? Oh. Oh no. Anybody have fear of needles? Ah! 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 Did I do it right? Or was I... Oh, there's a blood sample there. I missed that. You're gonna need to turn it off now. Where's the blood sample at? Oh, it's up there. Round 2. I need to go around, I think. They babble. Right there. Oh, I need to go wash the syringe in the bathroom. Okay, so we need to go back in this room, I think. Nope, the other one. I need that out, not that. Oh. Oh, it's the same. Hey, no, babble. I left the thing open. He was trying to bite the treats. Turns out they gave him a brain tumor. I can't believe it. I have confirmed what I feared the most. The seep in my brain, unexpected tumor, unexplainable tumor. Source of my visions, possibly the end of my sanity. Ah, she's eating her baby. Oh my god. I think that's what happened. That was the incident. The other white meat, no. Receive item in basement. Speak with Lenny. The receive item. We're gonna get downstairs. Oh, baby back. Oh my god. Barbecue sauce. Babble. No, if you sit there, I'm not gonna give you your treat. You already got a treat today, buddy. It's the only place to go now is up. There's Lenny.
Lenny, what are you doing here?
I'm watching the show.
Show? What? Oh.
Why don't you sit with me and we can watch it together? It's very entertaining.
Lenny, please, you must listen to me.
You don't understand what just happened,
I had the
Ethan.
tumor. I think you have it too.
You don't
And
understand.
Bertram. We all do. everyone in Group E.
There is a flashback of the incident that
I don't wanna
happened,
talk about that now.
and the pregnant woman had her baby and was eating it.
Maybe it's
And
good if you don't
Gunjack
remember.
was making baby back rib
If I was
jokes.
in pain, I wouldn't want to remember. I'd prefer to be happy, like I am now.
My visions are getting worse. You will have them too.
Why are you doing this?
Because I need to know, Leonard. I can't afford to lose my mind again. I want to remain in control.
Oh, this next part is fun.
Yeah, only wants a kid's meal. Oh my god.
Lenny, I saw a film. Horrible film. They locked someone in the basement.
I don't want to hear about that, please.
Just listen. In the film, there was an item that fell through a grate, and it seemed to be something of huge importance to the doctors. You know, the doctors that did this to us, Lenny. It happened in the boiler room.
Yes, the fire. I remember. It was so hot.
What's below the boiler room?
The sewers.
Sewer count.
Do you remember anything about the sewers down in the basement?
Me? No, I've never been there. And I don't want to.
I believe there's something important down there.
I saw that
Is there anything you can tell
that the
me
game
about the
Skin
sewer
Free
system
came
in
out
the
today. Ooh.
There is a sort of septic chamber or tank that can't be opened.
I'm gonna try to remember that, and we'll play it during the next fest demos
I
tomorrow.
remember seeing spots where you can put some kind of tool and turn it. Sometimes I can hear a hissing sound near those spots.
Pressure, maybe. Nice talking to you, Lenny.
Power Drill Massacre. Hold on. Let me tab out real quick, and I will put it in Steam and add it to library. I don't see a demo. Oh, there's no demo for it. Okay. I thought it was a demo, you said. I'm sorry. We are doing Steam Next Fest demos tomorrow, by the way. Yeah, some places will do that. Well, some people will do that. You know, the only demo I play a little bit of so far was Skate Story, but it's like, I'm gonna tell you why, but the painting gave me a creepy feeling. I wanted to try to save it for stream, but I played a little tiny bit of it, and I wanted to keep playing it, but I'm holding myself till tomorrow. Cat.
Bucci.
That looks like Brutus. With white on his head. Workshop's complex driven by the queer creativity of the patients. And while Institute was really well equipped to address all needs and minds. Which that means happy, by the way, not the other term. Old clay bowl. Damp stains of the wall vaguely looked like a shape of a human.
Attention, Julia and all personnel. The high-risk patient has escaped again. He is very violent, more than usual. I believe he's rushing toward the 3rd floor. Proceed with extreme caution.
Uh-oh. Air noise, something close to me. Let me save just real quick. There's nowhere to run. Close the doors. Sound is so crazy in my headphones, yeah. I'll be knocked down the cross. I have to do this in probably some way to get him to move the cross, no avail. Had to be something. Oh. Not gonna lie, I'm stuck. I'm gonna look and see what to do. Okay. Oh, good night, Good night, Gunjack. Oh, hold on, I see what to do. He's starting to sound like... Yeah. What did he do here? He put up a... There has to be something else in this room I can grab. Yeah, I'm stumped too. That's why I looked it up. Hold on, maybe we move that for right now. I gotta figure out how to lock him in there. Hey, friends. How did he do this? In the gameplay, he just does that. Maybe I gotta be quick. Thank you for the head pat. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna look and see what this guy does here. He goes in here. He looks around. He goes in. He goes back around, looks at the windows, goes back in. Oh, hold on. Okay. Okay. This is what we need to do. Do that. I was stumped with this. Here we go. Yeah, I was stumped. Jesus. This is 15 years. It was in development hell. Since a rare incense, like an old ancient, maybe Stop my track. Every corner in the room has a hint of ancient secret. Oh my god, what the fuck is this shit? Oh, was it? Well, looking structure, perhaps an altar of some sorts. Cob taste. Occult arts. Oh my god, this is the occult. A symbol. It was in Bitcher's drawing. Look around just to see if I anything here. Okay, it looks like there's nothing. Ready for a dance? Door was shut tight. Hey, there's the greenhouse. Then we can get on in the sewer. Cue the sewer count. Be rested in place. I don't think I have anything to help with that. And there was did I miss something? Yeah, I did miss something though, but I'm gonna go back. Yeah, there's oil up here anyways, so thank you for the kiss. Gate is seemed completely stuck. What about the fences the birds live here? Hopefully they've flown away. Okay. The greenhouse can go to the rooftop. Hold on. Did I miss something in there? Oh, yeah, there's a door there. It's raining out now. There's the oil we needed. Okay. No need to use it anymore. So I guess we just go downstairs now. Lube. I missed something down here in the walkthrough, so I'm gonna go see it real quick. And I feel nearly drunk at the process of hearing all the power we could stop until his mysteries have been fully unveiled. I am ready to exhaust my resources, sacrifice anything and anyone until our goals are met in this greater than mankind itself, the greater than me. This is the right symbol. I know it. The right step is to translate the language, which is won't be an easy task considering the poor state of the stone slabs. So many medallia. Hell, I find finding precedes any recorded history in scientific research. There's no written amount of servants anywhere else. I'm not sure that the power translation we completely be our own focus, and we can't. No compromises. We will succeed. There's no way to be the first civilized in some human beings that gaze into the inherence of the mountain. If what I suspect is true, what awaits inside grants meeting to ultimate enlightenment. The permanence is actually at our disposal. Servants is the form of acute word. There is no better way to describe them. With the meager information we found, contrary to the ancient tribes, chief among them is so-called Delamore, who has had at least a sense of purpose in keeping a vicious God at bay. The servants thought communicate with being malignant entity. I wouldn't call it a goal per se, but rather than to exist, the servants served as much as their primitive nature permitted. The formidable but alluring power of the entity to achieve this calming these earliest beings would be to make use of psychoactive substances, or effigies as they are referred to in recent times, to reach a state of Jathala, the true meaning of existence. Considering the implications of this fact, sedatives being that existed belong for any hint of a recorded history or even any form of religion, had already absorbed on the great quest of all, ethos, the divine within, and it could be right here beneath us. Example of ethogens include, I don't know how to say any of those words. It seems, as far as I can summarize, that the servants required some sort of mind shield in the face of the abstruse presence of the entity. The corroborations of my other findings yet, I can synthesize that hysterotic ethogens exploited by the servants and lack of information. However, the shielding in the mind is the key. The best word I've described the entity is light. Granted, it's likely better term for it, but in unable to make sense of it out of every glyph. The servants thought the little of themselves in the close presence of Flylick. They failed to name their race in any way. It seemed it's the supreme leader of will, the appetite of the hate of self-hatred, shameful submission under the influence of foreign power. Imagine for a moment the fate reserved for a culture of people that would surround themselves in behest of paranormal, with those concerns detached from their own. But luckily, nothing of the sort ever happened. Whatever substances and the primitive servants use, they don't succeed in merging and give it a head pat. In other words, an unworthy visitor. The entire course of our history could be different if an inferior mind commended, and so was still as foreign as ever. It's a wise entity, enlightening in behavior. This is some cult shit. Means an earth rate vessel when it comes, willing to await another insoluble passage and wait the happiness and break. Feel free to traverse the geometry of our world. Time has no meaning to him. Of course, the lower prehistoric species could have tamed his limited power, but I have other means. Who is in control of the key? We natively think that they are in command of our lives. The fabric of modern society shapes our fate and means of overwhelming information. Our minds will begin to malfunction, and thus we will surrender to the unbearable noise sucking away our vitality. A dissonance perceived even on the mere page of a newspaper. But Fowlet also makes use of noise, but it's a different kind of disturbance. He delves deep into your mind, something interference, perhaps even a psychological charge manifests inside the face of horror, and yet there is a distinct possibility that we can tame his power. A Narcissus theory provides hope. Raccoon animation is amazing. Yep. The configuration of the brain is still crude, much as I like to be. I believe my genes are more sophisticated than the brutish servants. Not enough time has transpired to provide our brain cells the ability to grasp the essence of reality. We still are only able to perceive 3 dimensions. However, Phalloid operates in another geometry of existence. Its visual information is too much for our minds to absorb. Yet the only way to consume itself is this entity is to induce its presence. It may be odd, impossible to comprehend within the earthly concept of our life. Phalloid has been organized from time which the first stars formed. Perhaps already existed when it began. Embrance was right. The way to success resides in the terminal and arrangements. In fact, the distance influence of the cerebral bodies may be a astounding implication during the encounter. This is too much to grasp even for a learned man like me. There's a favorable configuration and greater chance of prevail if the common takes place in a specific hour as we perceive time in our polytraumatic conditions. What the first patterns redeemed them too inflatable for the limited substance in monothetic regions, but our illiterate ancestors could not grasp how the primal instinct of the low species of the servants operated. Raccoons do the same thing you do. Yep. Seeking meaning in the simple organisms of their era. Incestrids, colportations, millipedes, grubs, and yet the shape of these suggested illusion doesn't corroborate that. That's a lot to take in. Oh, there's that thing. TLDR, some fuck shit they were doing. Okay. So I take it now is just time to get down to the basement. Oh, that door opens now. Oh, this one always open.
Well, he's dead, so...
Horrible fate this poor man has suffered. I grabbed the artifact the same, and then Doom assaulted me. 5 a.m. Oh, he was moving. Oh, my nightmare journey was nearing a conclusion. The key was inbound. Find the catacombs. I oiled that up. Oh, I need to do it to both sides. I do all the wheels. What? There we go. To the tunnel. Why is he naked?
Lenny, what are you doing here?
The time has come.
But how?
This is the place where it all happened. And now you must proceed.
I don't understand. Where have you been all this time?
I've always been here. With you.
What are you saying? Lenny, please. You're my only friend.
No one here can have friends.
What? Lenny, don't make jokes like that. You're scaring me.
Why are you doing this?
Why am I? I need to understand. I want peace.
Then go. The answer lies at the end of this tunnel.
Lenny.
I must go now.
Let's go down. Go. There's one of those things there. There we go. The fuck is that? Six a.m. It's daytime.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Ah! What the fuck was that? That was Asylum. So I think what happened was the guy, so it looked like the guy, the director guy, it looked like his portrait think maybe implies that he's been reborn through him? I don't know. That's what I think would happen. Hey look, Discord mods got credit. Memory of... Thanks to the Kickstarter backers. I think so. Maybe we can pull up a video real quick, because that's what I think would happen. I'm pretty sure someone made a video talking about the ending by now. That's what that lady gets for wanting to help people out. Jesus. A small team that worked on that too. Longest list is the Kickstarter backers right now. Sour old lemonade. There's only one ending, by the way, from what a friend told me, so... Do appreciate everyone that tuned in to watch. God, just named Yell. And thank you. Thank you guys for watching. All right, so one sec here, I'm just looking this up real quick.
Guy bought the game 15-year development game would actually look like. So was it worth the wait? For me, I've had a lot of other stuff going on, much to see.
I'm trying to find like there's no video on it since it's like anybody just finished the game, the elements of the game spoil, they played through the game recently. Revisit the game, multiple saves must play. So new information can lock other end. So there is no other endings. I think we've seen just he's real. Actually, he's viewed the entity and just went mad, people are saying. I'm just like... But yeah. People are saying the ending was bad from the look of it, but I'm just gonna get back over here. So we have 1 point to add on to our goal. I'm gonna be adding more goals here. I do have to buy some stuff when I get paid here. But yeah, that was Asylum, everyone. We are gonna be playing some I think Steam demos tomorrow. There is that to look forward to, and I will see you guys then. You guys have a wonderful night, everyone. See you guys. Have a good night, Alexius.